Yes, you read the title correctly. I counted every head nod in Final Fantasy XIV's main scenario quest. And I have to say, it took me a lot longer than I'd planned. But if you don't care how I started this journey, that's fine. I'll post the time here on the screen so you could skip straight to the total number of head nods. For a bit of context, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for 10 years now, and I've always found it a bit silly that the Warrior of Light nods so much. But then, in 2022, this curiosity became an obsession. I needed to know how many head nods were in the main scenario. But then I decided to do a little more. Instead of just counting our head nods, why not count them all? And so I spent a little time thinking about how I would do this, and I came up with a simple set of rules. And here are the rules. Head nods are only counted by main scenario quests or side quests that you have to do in order to progress to the main scenario quest. Background or random NPCs who continuously head nod in cutscenes do not count. Regular side quests and job quests do not count because there's too much variation between all the different quests. If I'm unsure of how many head nods I see, I will save a clip and review the footage. And so, with rules in hand, I set forth creating a new character and devoting my time to counting. It was slow at first, but then I found my groove. Next thing I knew, I was already in Heavensward. Then Stormblood, then Shadowbringers. But then the worst thing that could happen, well, happened. Burnout. I got super burnt out playing Final Fantasy. Spending hours upon hours just staring at my screen with hardly any breaks for days on end, and also playing on my main, I just couldn't do it anymore. And the head nod journey died. All of my motivation gone. And so I took a break from Final Fantasy, only coming back occasionally for events or other things. And then I thought I was done with this journey, and I gave up counting for good. But eventually, I started to play Final Fantasy regularly again, and I was having a blast. But the idea of head nods was always eating away at me. And then one day, I logged back into the game on my alt, and just started. And now here we are. My dream of counting every head nod in the game has come to life, and I finally did it. But I'm sure those of you who have been watching this long are ready for the final number. So, here it is. That's right, 6,583 head nods in the entire main scenario. Also, here's a fun little picture I made of all the head nods I counted per expansion. And with that, my job here is done. I could have done more, I'm sure, but I feel like my rules were fair, and I did my best to be as accurate as possible, especially when it came to scouring clips. I have like hundreds upon hundreds of clips saved on my PC. Well, I don't want to drag this video on any longer, so I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.